Does everyone's Power BI report, does it look like this? If not,
Yes.
let me know.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone whose Power BI doesn't look like this? Then I have uploaded the latest report so you can download from there. Okay, let's continue from, so open lab 2 and go to number 18. Okay, so we have, is everyone seeing this same thing? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let's have a look. 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I get 8 because there are some blanks. Did anyone else get blanks? Blank country?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Not me.
No, no.
Hmm. Okay, so something wrong with my this thing looks like. Okay, let's have a look.
Yes, I got blank
You
in my.
got?
Yes.
Okay, you got blank. And whereas
Even I
this
have
one.
blank.
Okay, so we have to drill down why it is blank. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see how many are there. Let's do count of rows. I'm just doing some. Okay, I'll just do some calculations here. Millions. No, just count. Count won't be in millions. Okay. Format. Mm. Okay, so there are altogether so many records. And if I click on blank, there are 323286 blanks. That is something that we need to check. Okay, so if I just go revenue, country, date, and then change that to table. Okay. Country is USA. Just checking whether zip country. Something is wrong. Zip country. Zip. I will just check. Zip is text. What about sales? Zip is text. Country, text. Country, text. Zip. When you do that, okay, so I'm just trying to troubleshoot this one. Give me a second. Zip country. Table. And then zip country. Okay, so there is something that is missing here in USA. Okay, so USA, there is no country, looks like. Okay. Okay, let me go to here, transform data, and check geography. Are there any fields that are blank? There is null. Okay. Why is it null? So I'll just select this one and see what those are. Okay, there are two that are null. Why were they null? What is our source for this one? Geo. Okay. Navigation is geo. Promoted headers, change type, remove top rows. Okay, promoted headers.
In geography, I found that country is blank.
Yeah. So that's what I am also looking. So it looks like those two are USA. We might have to fill that. Just give me 1 minute. Let us go and look in the actual data. So it's in US sales, right? What's the source? US sales bi-dimensional. Okay. So here, if I look at this one, bi-dimensional, USA BI dimensions. Okay, here there is no. Let's have a look. The Haryana police and the central agencies have also taken major action against the Pakistanis. On the Pakistani spy network in a new district now. Can somebody? Can somebody? You can see my screen, right? Who doesn't have blanks? Can you share your screen? Solai, do you want to share your screen? Okay, so if you go to transform data and transform data, please.
But we are also keeping tabs on key investigation data.
Indraji, I don't have blanks, but there are two empty rows in geography. So if you are trying to check that, I already have
Yeah,
them.
that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
there
so
are empty rows, but it's not showing the blanks.
oh, there are two empty rows, but it's not showing blanks for you. Okay. Okay, so yeah, if you go into country and then yeah, click on the drop down and load more. Can't see blanks. Yeah, unselect everything. Just select null. Yeah.
Those two.
Okay. So you have blanks. Remove that filtered rows. Remove that, please. Solai. Just no. Yeah. Select everything. Yeah. Or you can click on the cross of filtered rows. Cancel this. Cancel. and then click on the near the applied steps. No, keep it near the applied steps. Yeah, click that. Yeah, now you should be fine. Okay, so can you go to the report itself? Just close and apply. You don't have. Okay, can you go to the to the actual? Just highlight the graph. Okay, so can you hover over the country? Yeah. No, not there. Yeah, country. Is it from geography? Yeah, it is from geography. Let me see what I have done. Geography country. So it's 1001 USA is the one that is not there in the zip. Zip country. Okay, 1001 USA. Okay, let's go zip. Control Z. I'll just highlight this one and zip country. Okay, so Solai, can you click on the white space? On the white space, yeah, and then click on the table visual there. From the bottom row, no, don't click on that. Click on the white space and then click on the near where in the visualizations pane. Click on the table visual on the right side visualization pane. Click on the table visual, that is from the bottom third row, fourth icon. Yeah, that one. Click on it and then add from geography table, add zip country and zip country. Zip country and zip country from there. Okay. And from the sales, add zip country. So yours is coming, mine is not coming. Okay. We did something wrong there. Okay, yours is coming. So you can see, everyone can see that everything is populated, right? For me, I'll share my screen now. Thank you, Solai. For me, I'm just going to close this one. For me, what's happening is, I'll just close. Apply changes. No, I don't want to apply changes. Remove this. And then just check whether I have everything. Okay. I'm just going to check whether text and this also is text. USA and Mexico distinct. Okay. Now, if I go into my report, where is my report? Yeah. See, when I go here, select on blank, my zip country, zip and country is not populated for the same zip country where we have seen Solai screen populated. So we need to work on it. I'll need to find out why it is not. Let me refresh. And okay, so okay, let's solve that later. For now, let's live. Whoever is having blanks, let's live with that and proceed further. Otherwise, we will be troubleshooting this. I'll try and find out why we are having blanks, and then we'll come back to that. I'm just refreshing. Let's see if that helps. I think it's the table versus sheet. Yeah, I think it's the table versus sheet. Just give me 1 minute. If I go here, yeah, see this one, control home. Okay, so this is part of the table. Let's go. Table design. Geography source is we selected sheet. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, how many are there?
Can we filter maybe on the zip code country in the transform data and check why is it not populating? Will it help?
Yeah, 176932, right? I'm just checking whether I have the same 176932. Let's say count of 176932. First of zip. No, I don't want first of zip. I want count. Okay. 17693 931. How much was this? 176931. Oh, that is also correct. Which one is this? Okay, let's leave that. Let's do that later on. Let's continue with this one. Okay, now select the clustered column chart. Select the ellipses, and then this is the sorting of axis. I think for us this is already sorted. But if we want to sort by country, then what we can do is go to the ... and then sort axis and then sort by country. So that will give okay. So we have sorted it by descending. We'll sort by ascending. I'll remove all this to avoid confusion. Okay, so can except for the blanks, can everyone see the same?
Indraji, can I mention something?
Yes, sure.
When you were looking at the table, it showed 1002 USA as the one which had blank.
Yes.
And the pin code should be 5 digits. So I'm guessing somewhere we have converted it accidentally to a number.
Okay. When I opened the XLS, it must have done that. So I need to replace the Excel, and then I think it should be fine. Looks like it. Okay. Yeah,
because
that
it
should
was
be
showing
fine.
as a number. Yeah.
Look possible by it could be possible. Okay, let's control F 1002. Not this one.
It was 01002. So basically the 0 was removed from the front and it converted it into the number.
Into yeah.
Yep.
See, but here it is showing as 01.
In the transform table, maybe?
No, but we have actually okay, here if I go okay, let's go in the visual. If I say let's go zip and country, zip country, What was the thing that you were mentioning?
And if you
Uh,
bring the other zip country as well, you then you had blanks, right?
yeah. So, but you said something, right?
0 1 double 0
01002.
2. Yeah.
01002. Yeah, it is there.
And what about 1002? That must be there too.
Ah, 1002. Yeah, this
Yeah.
one.
See that one. Yep.
But that's Australia. It's also there.
But I
Let's
saw
let's
USA.
bring the
I saw
let's
next to
bring
it
this one as
USA.
well.
Yeah.
That was not the one. Okay, let me clear the filter. Okay, 1001. Okay, but it won't be in this one, so that's why it is. So 01001. 01001. So that is not there. That got lost. Okay. Yeah, I'll replace the file, and if and maybe I'll upload the file again, and then you can import that. You can just refresh, and then I think that should fix the, if that is the issue. So let's do that later. Okay, so now let's continue. 18. So everyone has done that. Sort axis. Now next one is we will add manufacturer as the legend. Okay, so go to the lab. Yeah, go to the chart. I'll just remove this one as well. Go to this chart, and then now we are just showing sum of revenue by country. Now we want to see what the breakdown in each country, what's the breakdown by manufacturer. So for that, I'm just going to type manufacturer, and then click on the manufacturer, and then that automatically gets added to the legend. So now we are able to see the um, yeah, it is the legend, right? So we are able to see each USA by so which manufacturer is this one? Blue is this Van Arsdale is the manufacturer, light one. So I'll just expand this one. So this is the Van Arsdale is the manufacturer that is having more sales in each of the you can see that in each of the what do you call the
Country.
countries. Yeah, so that's one. And if we go into here, let's try different visuals. So because this is not that clear, right? So you can try with another visual. So for that, just make sure that you highlight this visual, and then try and click on the which one, clustered column chart. So clustered column chart is, this is stacked clustered column chart. Yeah, this one, the last one, 100% stacked column chart. Is that the one that we are supposed to? Hold on. Stacked column chart. Okay, second one. So click on the second one, stacked column chart. Okay, so now this is a bit clearer compared to the other one. Do you agree or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so with this we can clearly see that Van Arsdale is uh, a manufacturer with more number of revenue. Okay, more with the most revenue in most of the countries, in all of the countries. Okay, so
Indu,
now
the graph, the sort, because of the sort, the graph looks like that.
no, not because of the sort. Highlight this
Then
one,
why?
and then change this to that.
Yeah, we have changed, and mine is looking like in a proper, like, first like 1.5 billion, then it's like 0.5 billion, something
No,
like
but
that.
are you
Proper
seeing the
chart.
colors? Are you seeing the colors?
Colors, everything, but yours is like,
Sort. Yeah.
I-
Then it will be sort because
Yeah,
you go dot and then sort
yeah.
axis and
Okay.
then country and sort ascending. That also
Oh.
is important.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think here this one, I think the sort is ascending. Yeah. Sort is descending. Looks like country is
Yeah.
descending.
Yours is.
Yeah, mine is ascending. So sort the legend in descending order. So descending order, but by legend. So now we have to sort it by legend, not by axis, but by legend. I hope you understand. What did we put in legend?
Manufacturer.
Manufacturer. Yes. So that means it's going to sort descending by manufacturer. It will sort and also it's ascending, or you can do descending as well. So if you do descending, the blue will come down.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, let's do, yeah. So legend in descending order. So if you do that, where is it? Yeah, sort legend descending. So I think that's what I have done. Did I? Or ascending? Did I do ascending? Just want to check. Yeah, descending.
On the y-axis, I'm getting percentages. I don't know where I went
I
wrong.
think you must have done this one. 100% stacked column chart.
Yeah.
You have to do this second one. Stacked
Okay.
column chart. Just select that and then change it to, just click
Yeah.
on that. Then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
will
got it.
change. Any
Thank
other
you.
questions? Okay, now let's go to, now if the filters pane is not expanded, filter pane, expand top N. Okay, enter 5 based on revenue. Okay, let's go and do that. Okay, now what we are trying to do is we just want to display top 5 um, manufacturers based on the revenue they generate. Only we want to, because we at the moment 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 are we are able to see 12, but we just want only 5. Okay, so how do we ensure that we can do that is go into filters. If you don't see filters, just click on the left arrow where it says filters. So once you click on that, make sure you highlight this one, highlight the graph, and what we need to do is we need to show manufacturers, right? Only top 5 manufacturers. So for that, you need to go into the, because you can see filters are 3 kinds. One is filters on this visual, the other one is filters on this page, and filters on all pages. What it means is if you give filters to this visual, those filters appear only in this visual. Whereas if you give filters on this page, then those filters will be whatever visuals you add to that, filters will be applicable for that particular page. And for all pages similarly. So but for now we are just using filters on this visual. We'll have examples of these ones later on. So here what we have to do is, what are we trying to establish is, we just want to display top 5 manufacturers. Okay, and top 5 manufacturers based on what? Based on their revenue they generate. Okay, we want only the top 5. So for that, if you click on the manufacturer drop down, you have filter type. One is basic filter where you can select only what you want, but can you achieve this by based on the condition that we have? Can you achieve to display top 5 manufacturers by selecting these?
No.
No.
No. Why?
N,
Yeah, you have to click on, because there are 3 types of filters where you can choose top N, basic filtering, or advanced filtering. Advanced filtering is like if the manufacturer name contains something, or starts with, or is blank, or is not null, that kind of stuff. But now what we want to do is we want to go into top N. Top N, and if we want to display top 5, what is the number that we are going to give here?
5.
5.
5.
So beside top 5, you can also choose bottom. Okay, but since we want only top 5, we are choosing top. Okay, and here it's not top 5 we are mentioning, but based on what?
Revenue.
Based on sum of revenue. So we don't have revenue here. So what we do is we just drag that field here. So search in your data for revenue that is coming from sales field, sorry, sales table. Now drag that into where it says by value, add fields here. Did everyone drag?
Yeah.
If you have any difficulty, you can let me know. After doing that, is it applying here? Can you see top 5 yet?
Yeah.
Can you see on the screen? I'm still seeing 12, right? So in order to apply that, you need to click on apply filter here. See, now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our top 5 manufacturers are Aliki, Curus, Natura, Pirium, and Van Astal. Okay. So now you understood how you can do top N. Okay, now question. I want to show bottom 5. Who are the least performing based on revenue? Who are the manufacturers that are least performing based on revenue? How will I do that?
Just select bottom instead of top there in the
Yeah, just
filter.
select bottom. Yes, very good. Okay. Okay, so that's, we have done that. So we have completed till 27. 28 is format visual. Okay, so format visual, visualization span, and then x-axis bold and italic for what are we formatting? X-axis. Okay, x-axis we are formatting. So let's go to format. Okay, now in order to format any visual, you just need to click on the middle icon here. But make sure if you are formatting the visual, you make sure that you are clicking on the visual, your visual is highlighted. Otherwise, you can't see that. See, if you click on the white space, you can see only page information, canvas. This is how you format the background and page and things like that. In order to format the visual, you need to select that, and then go into the middle, format your visual, middle icon, and then click on x-axis, and then try and click on bold and italics. And also, what are the other things that they mentioned? Bold and italic option. And yeah, text labels. Navigate to total labels. Okay, so we want to display the number. So what we can do is we can also click on total labels. So here, if you come down, there will be a total label. Switch that on. Click on, and then you have the data labels appear at the end of each bar. Here, if you can adjust actually where to display. So next one is, yeah, I just put it on, and on off will toggle.
Okay.
Okay, so now we want to display the remove the top 5 filter. Okay, Okay, so now, yeah, what was your question, Nirja? Did you have a
Oh,
question?
no, nothing. Sorry.
Okay, so now we can display the what do you call the revenue, the total revenue, because each block is representing only the revenue for each of the manufacturer. If we want to know total, just by looking, you can go total. You can display the total labels. So that's how you can display from the format. You toggle it on or off and then format that as well. If you want bold, you can just click on bold. If you want to increase the font size, you can do that, and things like that. Okay. Now the instructions are for us to remove the filter. How do we do that? Removing the filter. So we have to again make sure that you go into the filters pane and click on, make sure your visual is selected. Go into the filters on this visual. Now here it shows that we have some kind of filter here. Here there is a clear filter button. So just click on the clear filter button and then um, you can, yeah, now the filter is removed. Just clicking on the clear filter button. Okay, next now goes to, okay, from the data pane, expand the manufacturer and then, okay, let's now create a new group. Where we select where we select these, the top 5 in the group. Control key. Okay, now let's go and how do we create a new group? If you go here and I'll just remove this one. Click on the manufacturer dot dot dot. Okay, you need to click on the manufacturer column. So if you click on the manufacturer, open the manufacturer and then click on the manufacturer dot dot dot, or right click maybe, create hierarchy. Yeah, here new group. Can you see new group in the manufacturer? So click on the new group. Now from the manufacturer we want to choose those four or five. So Aliki is there, Curus is there. Make sure when you are clicking multiple, make sure your control is clicked. Otherwise, you won't be able to select your multiple selections. So do that, Natura and Piram. And do we need to add anything else? Just checking. New group and ungrouped values, group control key, choose. Okay, only 4. We are going to choose only 4. Okay. So now I get it. What we are supposed to do. Okay. What is it called? Top competitors. Van Asdale is different and others. Okay. Now let's go into, yeah, let's go and click on group. Make sure you have selected Aliki, Curus, Natura and Piram and then click on group. And here you can double click and then I think you can double click and rename that to top competitors. Has everyone achieved this one?
Yes.
Yes. Anyone who did not?
Sorry, Indu. I'm unable to create new group for some reason.
Okay, so I'll just cancel. I'll just click OK here. But what you need to do is don't click on the manufacturer here. Click on the manufacturer in the manufacturer column and then go dot dot dot. Then you will see new group here. Did you do that?
Yes, got it now.
Okay. Okay, so now I went back into edit groups. Now we have defined one group called top competitors. Okay. Now click on Van Astel because that is that is one of the highest performing. So that itself will be in one group. So I am just selecting that and creating the group. Everyone with me so far? Who is not with me?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Okay. So I'll just go ungroup. Okay. Have you got this far? Top competitors, Aliki?
No.
Okay. I'll do that again. So first, are you in this dialog box when you
Yes.
clicked on new group? Okay. Now select Aliki, click on, press on control and then click on Curus, Natura and Piram. So your screen should look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 highlighted.
Yes.
Okay. Now click on group.
Yeah.
Now double click on the heading here. And then rename that to top competitors. Why are we doing this as top competitors? Can anyone answer?
We are just trying to remove the unnecessary name and just look at the main versus the other groups.
Yes, but why did we select those four?
Because they are the in the top five, they were the other four.
They were the other four. Yeah. So that's the reason. Everyone understood, right? So that's the reason we clicked on them, because when we did the filter for top N, top 5, based on sum of revenue, these were the four, and Van Asdel also came into the picture. So now Van Asdel, because it's really big performing company, that itself is going to be one group, and then these four will be grouped into top competitors. So that's why I'm creating Van Asdel as itself as one group. So click on Van Asdel and then click on the group. So that is that itself is one group. I'm not renaming that. Now what about the others? Others, what we can do is we can create another group called others. So for that there is something called include other group. So we have grouped what we wanted, and then all these come under other. So then if we click on the include other group, automatically contains all ungrouped values. Okay, everyone with me so far? Who is not with me? So you can see now three groups: top competitors, Van Astel and other. Okay, so now click on OK. So now you have created a group. Okay, now we have created a group, and yeah, now instead of the okay, so we are going to remove them. Okay, now what we are going to do is, using the same visual, Now we have manufacturer in the legend, right? In the legend. So what we will do is we will remove the manufacturer and add this group as the legend. So in order to do that, I can't see my legend. Where did it go? Can anyone tell? See, I have highlighted, and here in the visualization pane, I can't see the legend.
You need to expand the legend.
Expand legend, yeah. What do I do then?
Because you're in the format axis, I think you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
switch to the other.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. So click on the first icon and then remove. So click on the X from the legend. So that will remove the manufacturer from the legend. But what we want to add is the new group that we have created. So I'll click on that, and then it automatically gives me who are the top competitors. Okay, other is blue one, which we know that they are really very small. Top competitors are the blue, dark blue, and then Van Asdale is even combined. In USA, it is less than combined, but in others, it looks like it is. Here in Australia, I think the revenue of Van Asdale is more than the top competitors combined. So that's the analysis that we can make. Everyone with me? Anyone who is not with me, please let me know. Okay, now we will see how it will look when you say show as table. So click on the visual and click on the dot 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 and and then click on the show as table. So it will go into the focus mode. You can minimize all the other panes, and now it is showing the actual values as well as the graphs. So Australia, other is 49, and 319 and 392. Van Asdale is 392, more than this one, more than 50% looks like in Australia. Whereas here in Canada, top competitors are more than Van Asdale. This one, Germany, even these two combined, it is more. So like that, you can analyze if you have the actual data as well. So that's what it is showing. Okay. Now go back to report. Okay, next one. Okay, so now, okay, now let's create a revenue by manufacturer. Another visual. So what we will do is we will keep the as a tree map visual. Okay, let's go. Now keep this, maybe resize this a little bit, and then keep it like that. And then now click on the white space. Don't click on the visual. Click on the white space. And now we want revenue by manufacturer. So what we will do is go into, we'll just click on manufacturer as well as now it creates some visual, and then click on the revenue. It has created a table visual. How do we change that to tree map visual? So click on that table visual and then try and see where your tree map visual is. See, I can see this one. 1, 2, 3, fourth row, first one. So once I do that, see, this is the revenue by manufacturer. Everyone with me? Anyone not with me? If you want me to repeat, I can repeat. Okay, so now let's look at the interactions, because now we have two visuals, right? So interactions is, for example, if you are selecting Van Hairstyle here, so it is showing Van Hairstyle in here. So 1.56 billion in USA is just Van Hairstyle. So if I click, not 1.2, so if you hover over it, it's showing 609 as the Van Hairstyle revenue, and 109 point 392, like that, whatever you click. So for example, if I click on Natura, so it shows only Natura as highlighted. If you go Aliki, it shows only Aliki. So out of the top competitors, it is showing. Okay, I hope you realize that. Okay, so if you click on that, and if you want to come back, click on the same thing, then everything will be normal. Everyone with me? Somebody say something. Chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay. Now, previously we added a top 5 visual. Let's now add a page. Okay. Visual level filter we have already used. As I mentioned, we can add page level filters as well. So let's try. Where did it go? Okay. What is the page level filter we are adding? We are going to consider only top competitors and Van Hairstyle. So for that, what do we do? If I want to add a page level filter, what do we do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand my filter pane, and whatever filter I want to add, I will be adding into this space. So for that we need data, right? Based on what we want to display is, we don't want to display these others. We just want to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In other, what I mean is, if we have created 3 groups, right? Other group, top competitors, and Van Hairstyle. We want to display in this page only the top competitors and Van Hairstyle, but not others. So for that, we are going to add a filter. What should I add here? Filters on this page. What should I add? Which data field should I add?
Manufacturer groups.
Yeah, manufacturer groups. So I just need to drag here and then click here. So everyone do that. If you are not able to do it, let me know. Everyone did that?
Yeah.
Now what should I do? So I'll just go display only top competitors and Van Hairstyle. I'll ignore the other. So that's the basic filter we have used. We don't need to use any top and or advanced filter. Okay. So that's so now it's the other groups have gone now. Only top competitors and Van Hairstyle are there. Okay, so we have done that part. Next one is canvas auto date time. Select the clustered column chart with revenue. Okay, revenue and date. Okay, date from sales. Okay, Now what we do is, let's click on the white space and then click on the revenue, and then you have date as well. So here, if you click on the visualization pane, you have date hierarchy is already created here. Does everyone have the date hierarchy? If you go into sales?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. If there is anyone that doesn't have date hierarchy, let me know. The reason why it happens is, if you go into the file, options and settings, and if you go to options, here, auto date time. Yeah, here if you have the auto date time turned on, then what happens is it creates for each of the date table, it creates a hierarchy. Usually it is not best practice to keep it ticked when you are doing production loads. The reason why do you think it is not best practice? Can anyone answer? Have you understood my question first? This is clustered column chart, right? Okay, I need to change it to clustered column chart. Here is clustered column chart. Okay. Okay, is everyone's visual looking like this?
Not yet.
How is it looking? Is it looking like this? So try and use the up arrows, and then is everyone's looking like year? Sum of revenue by year. If anyone's is not looking like this, let me know. See, here it is looking like this. I can't see properly. This is looking like date, right? Yeah, year, right? So yeah, okay. Okay, so now if we want to just analyze, let's say for example, see now the revenue by year is, this is representing the what are the countries that it is, not countries, what are the manufacturers that it is representing, this particular graph?
Top 5?
Top 5, because Van Asdel and then the top competitors, right? Okay, now if we want to analyze, let's say this is Van Asdel, right? So Van Asdel in Australia, what is the contribution year on year? So that is the contribution, and that is in Australia, because Van Asdel in Australia, that's what I have clicked. Whereas, for example, if I just click Van Asdel, see, it is the number has changed. The amount has changed. Have you noticed that? So like that, you can analyze it based on the visual number of visuals that you add. Any questions? Okay, so this is just analysis how we can analyze. So let's do that. Maybe we don't add. Okay, we have done this kind of we have seen this kind of analysis. So, and also drill down capability. I'll show you the drill down capability. So here, if you look at this one, see here, click to turn on drill down. You have to click on the down arrow. And then you can see the levels. Go to the next level. So it's just going to year, quarter, and what do you call? And month and day. So if I click again, it just goes to month. But these months are including all the years. Okay. And if you go down, these days are including all the years. So if you want to go up, if you want to go normal, you can do that. Now, if you click once the next level, this will be grayed out. What does this include is expand all down one level. So that means for each of the years, it displays what the quarters is. And if we drill down further, it for each of the years, what are the quarter, month for each of the quarters. And if we drill down further, it displays what the date is, each of the quarters, and the year. So it will be a really big, very big graph. And then if you want to go up, you just go up. So if you create a hierarchy, you can do this kind of drill down stuff, drill down and drill up stuff. Understood? So for example, if I go Van Astel and then drill down, let's say this one. So in 2014, quarter one, Van Astel is the revenue is 43,677, like that. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Are you following? Anyone wants to ask anything? Okay, let's proceed further. We have understood the revenue by year capability. All that is done. Okay, so we have done till 68. Any questions till 68? Okay. Now let's add something called a slicer. And the slicer will be manufacturer. Okay. Now let's go and add a slicer. How do I add a slicer?
We only did it until 58.
Yeah. So, okay. So I have explained you.
Okay, that thing. Okay.
Yeah, everything. Drill down and drill. It's just explanation.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to remove because it said remove manufacturer group, if you want to remove that, you can remove that. Because next one, I think it is removed. So maybe we can remove that. So if you go here and then remove this manufacturer groups from the legend, you can remove that. Okay. I just removed it. Okay. Now let's try and add a slicer for manufacturer. So in order to add a slicer for manufacturer, let's go and create some space. Okay. Now for me to create a slicer, what you can do is you can do in many ways. One of the ways is click on the white space and there is something called a slicer here. So I'll just click on that. Now there is a blank visual that is appearing. To that, I'm going to add, click on manufacturer from column. So now this has come. So this is what is called a slicer. So when I click on Aliki, it is showing only Aliki, and it is Curus, it is showing only Curus data. And for Natura, it just shows Natura, Piram, and then Van Arsdale. Okay. So now, okay. Let's go and see what the instructions are. So we have added a slicer, list of manufacturers. Yeah, if we click on manufacturer Van Arsdale, it's going to. Now what we'll do is we'll format the slicer in such a way that it appears as a button, I think. Let's see what it's going to appear. Okay, card visual also. Okay, you can use the filters as well. So for example, here you have manufacturer, right? I didn't click on anything, so it's everything is appearing normal. Now, for example, if in the filters pane, for example, you don't need to do this, but just try to understand. If I, for example, remove this top competitors, it is just showing Van Arsdale. Why is that?
Only one group is there.
Yeah, we have selected only one group. So if I select the top competitors, it automatically comes up. Okay. Now what we'll do is we can add another visual called card visual. So if I go click on card visual and then add revenue to it. So it is showing 2.7 billion. Okay. So this is top competitors revenue. I think that's what the instructions say. Yeah. And tree map visual. So manufacturer, first deselect the country. Okay. Okay. Now let's how does this affect when we select manufacturer? So for example, if I select manufacturer, Van Arsdale is having 1.28 billion. If I, let's say, click just USA, so it will go 1.28, 1.43. So USA is 1.43 billion. Like that, you can select. So for example, if I click Aliki, it is 347.43 million. If you go Curus, 264, Natura. So like that, you can see what the total revenue is for that particular manufacturer. So it changes where, let's say, for example, if you go 2015, what was the revenue? It just clicks on that. It just changes dynamically based on what you selected. I'll just go up here. Any questions? Okay, so next let's go to, okay. What are we doing next? 80, navigate to the table view, all key dimensions. Okay, let's create a date table. How are we creating the date table? Okay, so go to 82 and then copy this one where it says date equals calendar and then date 2014 to 2022. Copy that and then come back to Power BI and then click on you can go to this one, table view, and then click on new table. Everyone table view and then click on new table. And now paste that into your, whatever you have copied, paste that into the function, into the column where you see column equals or table equals. Yeah, column equals, I think. Is everyone here with me?
Sorry, could you
Let-
repeat that, please?
Okay, so I'll just escape. Go to the table view. Everyone in table view. Now go to new table and then paste that. Paste that from number 82.
How come I can't see new table? Little bit confused.
Go to table view. Go to table view and then you will be able to see.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, is everyone with me? Any questions? And then click on either commit or enter. So now you will be able to see a column which is called date. So this command here has created a, see here in the data side, it has created a date table in which there is a date column. So this is the date column. And then it has added values from 2014 January 1st to 31st December 2022. That's this command. Got it? So now we have added a date table. Everyone has created a date table?
Yeah.
And we have used calendar function. And everyone understood what we have done? The formula?
Uh-huh.
We created date calendar from 2014 January to 22.
Yes. And we have used the calendar function to create that. Okay. So now, okay, now so we have to make sure that the format is right. So we go and just choose the date because at the moment we are seeing date and time, right? So click on the column. Once you click on the column, you will see a data type here. Click on that and then just choose date. Everyone done that? Okay, now let's check one thing. Now what we need to do is, remember we created a, there is a date table in our fact table, right? What is our fact table? Does anyone remember? What are
It's the
facts and
one with the
dimensions?
measures.
Yes. What is our fact table in from our
Sales.
sales? Because our facts are revenue and units. Okay. So now let's go into sales table and see what the date format is. Okay, it says Monday 27 December 2021. What is our date format in the date table? Okay, so that should be okay. Both are similar. Now what we are trying to do is we are trying to create a relationship between, see here in our star schema, we are trying, this is standing alone, right? Is there a relationship between sales and date table?
No.
No, right? Earlier, we didn't have a relationship between geography and sales, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right? So now we will create, and then we have created a new column called zip country, and then we have created that relationship. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to create a relationship between date table and sales table. What is the relationship?
Date.
Yeah, we use the date field from here to date field from there. You can either drag it to there, and then it's going to show you both the preview of both the columns. Looks like it's similar. Weekday, number, date, and then the month and the year. So this also in the same format, and it is also saying one-to-many relationship. Are we okay to do one-to-many relationship?
Yes.
Yes. So let's save that. Okay. Now we have created a relationship. Let's see what we are going to do next. Any questions?
Yes. Why is date format important in building this relationship? Because date should
Yeah. So if for
really.
yeah. So when we are linking two columns, they should be in the same format. Otherwise, the linkage won't happen properly. So for example, very good question, Sangeeta. So for example, if we say that this is date time, that will be a bit unique. It is not changing now. We have to change this as well. But what it does is, it will have a time element as well, right? So there won't be a matching column for it to link. Do you understand? So here if we go, there is no time element here. And if this has time element, if this has had time element, it won't be able to link. So there will be a not one to many, but it will be 0 to 0 sort of thing.
No,
And we won't. Mm.
say for example, I don't think we needed Wednesday because 1st January 2014, whatever
Yeah,
was
you
the
can do.
weekday.
Yeah, so
So,
you
but
can change that format.
if one table didn't have Wednesday, other table had Wednesday, it wouldn't work. Is that what we are saying?
Somewhat similar. No, no,
Okay.
no. This one, so for example, this one, what we have done is, we have populated every day from
Mm-hmm.
2014 to 2020.
Yeah.
And this will be unique. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that,
Yes.
until 2022, one line only. You won't have duplicates here,
Got it.
right?
But
That will be the date dimension.
yeah, but the format says Wednesday. Why Wednesday is important? Suppose I
No,
take out the format
you
as not
can,
Wednesday, just 1st January
okay.
2014. But
So,
the other table has Wednesday, comma, 1st January 2014. The
hmm,
date behind the scenes is still 1st January 2014. So why is it important to have the format identical?
format should be identical. Otherwise, it won't take the link. So for
But
example,
it's
if I
not text
say,
data, it is date data. Date
yeah,
data.
even though that is the case, it won't, sometimes it won't
Okay.
take it. Yeah. So for example, I have changed this one. Okay. So if I go here, let's see what happens.
So it is not taking as a date value, it's taking as a data. That's why
And
the
then it is taking it as a text value, I would have thought, which is not correct because it's a date type.
Sometimes this won't work, but now looks like it is working. Let's see. I am just keeping it like that to test your
My theory.
test your theory. I think something has happened here. Don't know what has happened.
Oh,
See,
that's the
because
next step.
oh, is this the next step?
Yeah, that's the next step.
What format did I change? Hold on.
Oh no, nothing. So the sum of the revenue by date
That's
has
only date.
changed. Yeah.
So see, it's not recognizing, looks like, but I'm using the same thing, right?
No, now you have to use the date from the date table. Here, the date is from the sales table.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, okay. Because I changed the format, because I have changed the relationship. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll remove that one and then add that one. And then I'll go up.
So it seems to be working.
Seems to be working, yeah. Yeah, if it is just date, sometimes practical experience, it didn't work. So when we changed the format as well, then only it worked. So
I can understand. It will
sometimes,
not
yeah.
work. It will not work if one was a date and another was a date time.
Daytime, yes.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
both are
definitely.
dates on both sides, the format should
It
not
should
matter. That's
work.
my
Yeah,
theory.
it should work. But in some scenarios, it didn't work when I
Okay.
was, yeah, when I
Okay.
was working on it. Yeah,
All right. Thank you.
that's okay. No worries. Very good question though, Sangeeta. Okay, so now we have managed relationship. Now we are in 91, right? Am I right? Or did we skip something? Yeah, we have. Okay, now let's go to 91. Navigate to the report view. Sum of revenue by country. Revenue by date has changed. Yeah, we have done all this, right? Okay, yeah. We have changed that to that and 98 date. Select hide from the options menu. What is that? Okay, so because this is a dimension, sometimes people may get confused with two dates here. So in that scenario, what we do is we hide the date from the sales from the fact table, because always we would like to the report users to use the date from the date dimension that we have created. So I'm just trying to hide this from the model. So I'm just trying to hide that. Just click on the date column and then click on the dot and then hide. So now here in this view, in the report view, you are not able to see that date. Whereas if you go into the table view, you can still see, and then you can see that it is being hidden. Everyone notice that? Okay, let's hide zip country from the geography table. Country, product ID, zip country within the sales table from the geography table. Okay, countries, product ID, zip country. Okay, let's hide those. So country also hidden. Product ID also is hidden. And zip also is hidden. Zip country is also hidden. So what I'm seeing is only revenue and units will be seen from the sales table. Country, product ID, zip country. Country, product ID, zip country. Yeah, I have done that. And then in the geography, I will hide zip country because that is only the relationship table. There is no need for people to see who is developing the report. So I'm hiding that. And what else do we need? Manufacturer ID. can be hidden from the manufacturer table, and also product ID from the product table and manufacturer ID from the product table. Am I right? Yeah, product ID and manufacturer ID. So I have done till 102. Any questions so far? Checking if there are any. Messages. Okay. All done till 102. Anyone who did not do, or shall I wait, or okay, do you want me to continue, or shall we continue in the next class? It's 8:30. From 103 we can continue from next class.
Indu, I have one question.
Yeah.
When we are adding all these things, like like adding data and all my in the workspace, like I can say, all the charts, all the reports are changing. If I add, like as you said, like a group or whatever it is, it's all are changing. I don't want in that way. I want every report to be individual. Every what you call like
Every
chart.
visual will be individual.
Yeah, how can I do that one?
You can do it, but usually Power BI, this analysis is done for interactivity. So for example, that is the reason we are seeing this interaction. So for example, if I want to see all the analysis by Aliki, so it will give you the manufacturer. Yeah, it will give you by year. It will give you by country, only for that manufacturer.
Yeah, that's right. So sometimes, like might be my stakeholder wants to see, like still they wants to see all the top 5, but they want to change, like Aliki in some place, for example by the by date for Aliki. Individual, can they do in that way, or it's totally once you change one parameter everything is changing? That's what happening at this moment, but I don't want in that way.
So can you give me an example of what you want to achieve?
Yeah, for example, sum of revenue by country and manufacturer groups, okay, that I want to buy the groups, okay, but the revenue I may want only by the date for all the manufacturers, not like not for by the person, like particular group.
Okay, so here yeah, we will learn, I think in one of the labs it will be there. So if you, for example, this graph, you don't want to change. If you choose Aliki, this number you don't want to change. Correct. Is that what you then there is something which you will learn in the other what do you call in the other labs, or maybe later on in this lab. Yeah, you will learn where it says yeah, it's called edit interactions. So you can edit interactions by selecting this visual. You can edit interactions for others. So you will learn learn. Yeah, very good question, but yeah, you will learn. So for example, I want, because this is manufacturer and this is manufacturer, right? And when I select this one, you don't want this to change and just display Aliki, right? So for that, yeah, for that there is this thing called edit interactions. So you can do that. So if I click on this one, so I have to highlight this one, this slicer, because when you select this anything in here, this should not change. So for that, then you just say none. Now if I go here, no, not none, sorry. You just say don't filter or something. If you why is it doing? I think I am doing it something different. Hold on. Sometimes these are overlapping, so that's why. See, it is overlapping for this one and this one. That's why. Okay, so now if I should select this one, and if you go format, edit interactions, you should say none here. Now if you go here, see it,
Not changing.
it is not changing.
Yeah.
See, now if you go here, it's not changing. Yeah, very good question though. Yeah.
So, and another, sorry, if I'm taking
Mm.
time, and the one slicer, like, because here we created a manufacturer group. So so what is the, like, how we can define when we have to create the slicer or when we have to create this one? I know, like, you are showing us the different options in the visualization, how we can do. So can we do this only groups we have to do in slicer, or even
No, it
how?
depends on what analysis you want to do. So it depends on what questions you want to answer for your business. So for example, if you want to know who are the top 5 competitors, that's when you create this one. If you don't want to
Yeah.
answer that top 5 competitors or whatever, if you just want to look at everything, because there are about 12 manufacturers, right? You
Yeah.
can't analyze 12 manufacturers, so you looked at the data first by all manufacturers, and then you wanted to know, let's say, top 6 competitors instead of top 5.
Yeah.
Then you can add one more. But when you looked at the sales, you thought that only top 5 should be enough, or maybe you can come up with top 4 instead of top 5. So depending on this analysis, you can create your own judgment and then see if you want top 5 or not. Or you can maybe ignore manufacturers, just go products, because you are mainly a product based company. So what are my top 5 products? Depends on what kind of answers you are trying to look within your data.
Okay. So because I just got a bit confused with, like, why we are creating slice. I know we created.
Slicer is to give more interaction with the report that you have created. You can add multiple slicers. So I have added manufacturer. You
Yeah.
can also add a year slicer here. For example, here. See, this one, you can convert that into year slicer. So here, what are my 2017 sales?
Yeah. Because we have
So
drilled
it
down
will just
or
display to the, you have drill down option. So in this stage, you still want to see, if you still want to see this one, then you do edit interactions with this slicer to this one. So if I go here, then it won't say. It won't change. 2017 means it won't change, but all the others, it is showing only 2017 sales.
right.
So like that. It depends on what you want, and that will give you what questions you have. That will give you an idea as to what to use as slicers, what to use as filters, what to use as your visuals. So in 2017, we have sum of revenue
Yeah.
as 334.8 million.
Just a
Okay.
quick question. The
Yeah.
slicer which we created, actually, it's we already knew that these 4 were top, but in real life, generally, oh, actually, this is real life data, but generally, we wouldn't know which ones are top 5 because
Yeah.
this is
So
quite static. I'm thinking about dynamic data.
no. What we have done initially was, in this visual where we had the manufacturer legend,
Mm-hmm.
we added a, remember, we added a filter on this visual where we had the top N.
Right.
Right. So that's how we have found out what are the top top 5 manufacturers, and
But
that's why we created those groups.
but what if the top 5, Aliki is not in top 5 in 2025? What would happen then?
In 2025, it may not be. So then what you need to do is, you need to do some other visuals which shows you that. So So then what you do is you will add a year slicer, because you
Mhm.
want to find your question has year in your question, and then you want to do the analysis by manufacturer, revenue by manufacturer, and then you will have a slicer for year. So then you will just choose 2022 as your year, and then you will have a revenue by manufacturer. So that way you will know what your top 5 is for that year.
Because they will keep changing year to year to
Changing, yeah,
year.
it will
Right.
change. Yeah,
Okay.
it will be changing. Yeah,
Cool. All right. Thank you so much.
no worries. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, Neha. Okay. So if you don't have any questions, then maybe we can stop here. That is 103 at 103. We'll start 103 from next class.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Indu.
you.
Thank you so much.
no worries. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
no
you.
worries.